Hi, this is your host from the Catholic Toolbox. Today we're going to answer the question, what is a Eucharistic miracle? We'll look at what the Church teaches about it. It's the different types that have been reported, and then share with you some of the most famous examples of Eucharistic miracles. In our increasingly secular world, it can be easy to dismiss stories of the miraculous as mere superstition or even outright fraud. However, before we dismiss these stories, it's important to consider that hundreds of people throughout history have attested to similar experiences. So let's take a journey through faith and reason as we explore this fascinating topic together. A Eucharistic miracle occurs when something extraordinary happens as a result of the presence of Jesus in the Eucharist. There are two main categories of Eucharistic miracles: those that occurred during the consecration and those that happen after the Eucharist has been distributed to the faithful. The first category includes miracles such as the miracle of the multiplication of the loaves. In the Gospel of John, chapter 6, we read that Jesus took 5 loaves and 2 fish, looked up to heaven and blessed them. Then he distributed them to the disciples and the disciples to the crowds. All who ate were miraculously filled and even had leftovers. While not all the miracles listed here happened during the consecration, they do illustrate how God can and does work miracles with or through the Eucharist. But what about the second category? The miracles that happen after the Eucharist has been distributed to the faithful. Well, let's start by looking at what the Church teaches about these types of miracles. The Catholic Church teaches that because Jesus is truly present in the Eucharist, body, blood, soul, and divinity, it follows that adoration. Blessings and miracles are due to him under the species of bread and wine. One example of a post-distribution miracle comes from us to you from Mexico. In 1976, Brother Jose Andres was celebrating Mass at the chapel of the House of Prayer in San Pedro, Atacpan, when he noticed an extraordinary thing. After he had distributed communion, there was still a host in the ciborium. But that was impossible, because he had distributed every last one of the hosts consecrated the previous evening. Astonished by this inexplicable occurrence, he decided to keep the remaining host for safekeeping. Some time passed, and a nun from the convent next door asked permission to venerate this host. As she approached it, her crutches fell to the ground and she experienced instant healing. Soon afterward, news of this miraculous event spread far and wide, drawing thousands of pilgrims to the church. Since then, this church has become known as the National Sanctuary of Our Lord of Miracles. However, not all Eucharistic miracles involve physical healings. For instance, in 1263, during the construction of a church in the German city of Nuremberg, workers discovered a hidden chapel containing the Most Blessed Sacrament. Over the course of 3 years, as they continued their work, they would repeatedly find the Blessed Sacrament outside the chapel. At first they assumed someone was trying to steal the sacred host, but upon investigation, they found no evidence of any wrongdoing. This perplexing mystery remained unsolved, until one day a little girl came forward.
Ow!
She claimed to have witnessed a procession the night before, one that began in the chapel and ended at the spot where they found the Blessed Sacrament each morning. Guided by the little girl, the townspeople followed the path of the procession, culminating at a nearby church. They then transferred the Blessed Sacrament back to the original chapel, thus ending the nightly occurrences. This remarkable event is now known as the miracle of the Corpus Christi procession in Nuremberg. One particularly chilling example of a Eucharistic miracle occurred in 1426 in a village called Bolsena in Italy. Others believe they represent a symbolic transformation, mirroring the spiritual transformation that occurs within us when we receive the Eucharist. Our next stop takes us to Buenos Aires, Argentina, in 1996. A young woman from a broken home was struggling emotionally. Her parents had divorced when she was just 7 years old, and her brother had recently died. Lastly, if you want to delve deeper into the topic of the Eucharist, check out our other videos on what Catholics really believe about the Eucharist, the history of the Eucharist, and how to prepare for receiving the Eucharist worthily. Each of these videos offers a unique perspective on this central sacrament of our faith. As we come to the end of our journey, we hope you have gained a deeper appreciation for the profound mysteries surrounding the Eucharist.